Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
Always just that active and that defending. I think it's like.
Am I live? Of course I'm live. As you can see above me, it's Tottenham Hot Spurs. I'll never stop saying that. Up against Liverpool. Where we're concerned, big up you lot on Twitch and YouTube. It's watch along business. And I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. Do make sure you're smashing the like button. To my fellow Arsenal fans and 3-point debt collectors, you know, it's looking like certain people's teams got slapped 3-0 against Bournemouth. Certain people drew at Goodison Park. Obviously, we saw what happened yesterday where certain people, you know, went to Aston Villa away. Winning at Aston Villa away is not easy. We did it. Winning at Crystal Palace isn't easy. We did it. And respectfully to those teams, certain teams didn't. So, yeah, let the agendas agenda. Now, you've got Spurs against Liverpool. Now, Arsenal fans, I hear certain logic with, oh, you want Liverpool to drop as many points, etc. Naturally, I do. Big up you lot that are twerking and supporting Spurs. I want Spurs to get better today. I don't really care for what it could mean for the table and all of that kind of smart stuff. End of the day, I support Arsenal. Spurs are playing, want them to lose every game. That being said, though, I think Spurs won't get better today. I want to be wrong. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool, but because I think genuinely, I think this will be a close game. Now, I hope not. I hope the same frailties and fragilities that are in Spurs' game, Liverpool are able to exploit. But yeah, man, we got 7 minutes until kickoff, people. Predictions, talking points, etc. Get them in. Oliver has said, "Oi, I feel conflicted. I want Liverpool to stumble, but I don't want Spurs to win. How do we watch this?" Boy, in relation to the game, I mean, I guess if people are hoping for a draw, I hear that. Me, I want them to get smacked. Like, I want them to get smacked, man. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool, 3-2 Liverpool probably. It'll be good to see some quality, if I'm honest with you, and some entertainment as a neutral. I mean, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace had plenty of talking points. Big up to you that was part of the Aston Villa versus City watch-along. Obviously, I can't verify Everton Chelsea, and I didn't watch the United game, and I've just basically got in people. But for them to lose 3-0, Bournemouth are performing well. I'm pretty sure Bournemouth are 5th in the table. I've been wrong about a lot of things, but some of you tried to slaughter me when I said Bournemouth play good football. You know, Bournemouth play good football. Areola's good. I could be wrong. Pardon me, but I think around the turn of the year last season, I started taking in Bournemouth, and they're, you know, and they started to do well. And it wasn't, it's going to sound dumb, but it wasn't necessarily reflected in the league table. So I'm not surprised to see what Areola's team's doing. Obviously, Bournemouth have pulled off some good results and performances, really. They didn't beat Chelsea, but I think they gave them a good game. They smoked us. They did what they did against City. I mean, do you get brownie points anymore for beating Manchester United? I mean, City is one thing. And to be fair, for Liverpool fans, if they were to see City get smoked, Chelsea drop points, you know, still maintain their lead on Arsenal, and see, you know, Man United get smoked, they're probably laughing. In terms of the lineups, people, let me get them on screen. We're therefore, you know what, let's be professional and start with this, people. You've got Fraser Forster, which for Spurs, they're through in the League Cup. Fraser Forster's 2 errors were stinky, but he has to thank his lucky stars for 2 reasons. His team won, and somehow that United goalie, the second choice guy, had a worse performance. But you've got Forster, Dragusin, Pedro Porro. Gray maintains his spot. Spence, who's done quite well since being given an opportunity. Saar, Basuma, Maddison, Kulusevski, Son, and Solanke. So Spurs do have issues that they could cause Liverpool. The first thing is, playing against Liverpool, you think of Mo Salah, you think of the passes from Trent, you think of a team that has great attacking quality. On the best of days, to have any chance, even though Liverpool will and can smoke your first choice 11 and first choice back 4, you want to have them. It's going to be a very different test than Man United. You know, I assume better yet, Gray is playing centre half again, as is Spence. Pedro Porro, he looked a bit shaking off the balls, and Dragusin, as well as Forster. Make no mistake, he's actually going to be tested today against Liverpool. You know, you actually are. For Liverpool people, you've got Alisson, who's back, Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, Diaz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Salah, Cody Gakpo, Robertson, Gravenberch, and Alexander-Arnold. A bit of a weird way, Liverpool graphic designer, to do that. You know, you started off with 3 members of the defense, and then you put Diaz there, confusing everyone, but fair enough. On the bench, Kelleher, who you could argue, you know, it's you say this every couple of times you watch Liverpool. He's very unlucky that Alisson's in front of you, because you do deserve to be a first choice goalie somewhere, if I'm honest with you. And you know what? I like Ramsdale, and I'm not saying Ramsdale is rubbish or whatever, but you look at somewhere like Southampton, could you have got Kelleher in the summer? I don't know. Endo, Nunes, Curtis Jones, Elliott, Jota, Kwanzaa, Timikas, and Enoni. I'm sure they recently bought him. He's like 15, 16, quality little player. That Liverpool front line will struggle today, bar Salah. Boy, I mean, it's easier said than done. What I would say, though, from a Spurs perspective, obviously you can say, you know, testament to Postecoglou, whether this is a good lineup or not. It worked against United. Of course, you can downplay United. But to be fair, Gray looked, not that you were tested, you look good at centre-half. That's going to give him some confidence. Had a good little relationship with Spence. And I don't think this defence looked as bad as it might look on paper. But once again, Liverpool are going to be tested. You know, Liverpool are going to be tested. But they should, you know, sorry, Spurs are going to be tested. But they should have, to be fair to Spurs, they should have confidence, man. They've got quality players. Man said, come on, Spurs, you're by yourself with that. You're by yourself with that. And I guess indirectly it's win-win. Once again, make no mistake, don't want Spurs to win. If they do win, it's one of the first times this season, and maybe even only times Liverpool are going to drop points. I want Liverpool to smoke Spurs, because all of my enemies, you know, are not saying anything. United have been dealt with. Chelsea have dropped points. Spurs get impacted. We're laughing, man. We're laughing. And obviously, you saw what happened to City, man. Spurs are a mystery to me. They should just ask to play Manchester clubs every week, and they might actually win a league title. But Liverpool are not on what City have been on and what United have been on. Don't think you're going to try and move to us with teams up north and think you can carry on with that. But if they do beat Liverpool, that's got to be a good confidence booster for anybody, really. And I must admit, man, I wish we won that Liverpool game as an Arsenal fan, if I'm completely honest with you. Let me turn on my TV. I really wish we did. And as an Arsenal fan, like, this season, there's been some tough things to take, man. Like, the way the City game ended, you know, the last minute kind of equalizer. What else have we got? That late goals conceded against Chelsea, City, Liverpool. They might even equalizer to Brighton. There's been a lot of equalizers, I guess I should be looking for, if I'm honest with you. Then obviously, you know, we never really beat Fulham at their place. I think Smith Rowe's picked up an injury again, guys and girls. What's going on here? No clue why this is on ITV. What's going on here? Sorry, folks. I'm just making sure I can watch the game. Why is the channel on ITV? They say about me. Let's mute this as well, because we don't want to get copyright strike. Let's take that off and let's sit back down, and we're going to watch some good football, people. It looks like Spurs will kick off today. Let me remove that and make sure the timer can start when the timer is going to start. Hopefully, it's a good game of football. If you haven't smashed the like button, you know what you need to do. Why have you not done that, people? What's going on? Don't be lazy. 5-2 Liverpool. You know what? I don't think that's too unrealistic. And we're off, people. Spurs have gone long straight away. So ball knocked into this left-hand channel. Son Heung-min can't quite get there. Joe Gomez's header has found a Spurs man. I'm not going to lie. It's only 12 seconds, but Spurs have moved the ball very well down the left-hand side. Son Heung-min delivers, and it's already an effort that's whistled there far. To be fair to Solanke, when I think of Solanke, I do think of Chelsea, but he did have a little period at Liverpool. To be fair, he's had a good career, man. Like, so far, anyways. Gravenberch, who, is it fair to say he's somewhat the poster boy of Liverpool this season? Obviously, Trent's going to get his flowers. Salah's going to get his flowers. But he's been quality. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai's pass hasn't found his man. Archie Gray, I'm not sure what he's doing there. And somehow it's all the way here with Jed Spence. Kickoff is imminent. I say that bare, man. I'm not liking the thing until I know what's in the drink. Cola, actually. Just humble cola, man. Just humble cola, man. Not everyday alcohol, man. It's Sunday, man. Just cool, man. Just cool, man. Just cool, man. Just cool. Smith Rowe is the one player I really want to succeed. Dennis, you're not wrong, man. Seems like he's found his place at Fulham. Cut the track. Szoboszlai. Mo Salah. Are we going to have conversations about Szoboszlai? I ain't got no agenda against Szoboszlai. I actually think he's a good player, but I only say this because it seems like Liverpool fans are kind of critical of him. And yeah, Van Dijk, that's a ball. It weren't. You see that pass that Van Dijk does? Obviously, Arsenal and Liverpool do not play the same way, right? But when I see him do that on occasion, I always stop and think to myself, can we get Gabriel? Obviously, it might not be as good as Van Dijk. Oh, wait, Fraser Forster's giving it to Salah. You're lucky, Salah. Don't give them a chance. Fraser Forster, you need to join the coaching staff. Yeah, can we get Saliba or Gabriel to play those kind of passes? Fraser Forster clearly hasn't watched the footage from the game against United. He's fortunate that Salah, obviously, on that occasion, hasn't hit the target. You won't, be able to give Liverpool that many opportunities and not expect them to score. Naturally, playing out from the back for all teams, you're going to have those moments. But, hey, you need to sort it out. And you never know. It wouldn't surprise me if there's goalkeeping mistakes. Shout out to Gabriel Jesus as well. That has no relevance. I just want to remind everyone what he did. Arks rants about the patterns of play. I will when next live stream. Szoboszlai is decent. I'll take him at Arsenal. I think he's just a bit frustrating, man. If I'm honest, I do like him though. Solanke. To be fair to Solanke, he's found Kulusevski. Liverpool are going to be onto him like a rash. Kulusevski surely is one of those players. The more Spurs don't win anything serious, he's going to cut. Spence up against Salah. On this occasion, he's got there. To be fair, Spence should have not faith that you can keep Salah quiet, but you've done well for Spurs this season. You've taken opportunity. You should feel that should feel confident. Belief is half the battle. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Trent with one of those classic balls into the box. Gravenberch. Robertson delivers it first time. It's headed out and straight back to a Liverpool man. Diaz, is he going to go for the shot? Diaz does go for the shot. And it's a poor one. 4 minutes in, essentially. It's looking all right. DG, call your Man U friend. Then he didn't answer. I tried to call him before I went live at the moment. He didn't answer. And I didn't watch the Bournemouth Man United game, but I looked. I saw it was 1-0. Put my phone down. And my friend would have tested this. Put my phone down, put my phone back up. I saw a freeze. That escalated quickly. From what I can read online, I'm hearing they conceded a set piece. I'm hearing they conceded a penalty. They lost 3-0. We're running agendas. Don't worry. Spurs are trying to attack here. Van Dijk's put a stop to that. There's a lot of interesting battles all over the field in this game, people. The left-hand side of Spurs versus obviously Trent and Salah. So Spence against Salah. Van Dijk against Solanke, which is almost an impossible job. Son Heung-min up against Trent. The midfield battle in itself. Who knows, man? Cody Gakpo finds Robertson. I'm not going to lie, man. I like Robertson, but it is... I think Pedro Porro's been hitting the bollocks. I like Robertson, but I just feel it's tight. Like this current present Robertson, Liverpool might have to look for an upgrade. I don't mean sell you, but yeah. Both Saliba and Magalhaes have made long ranking passes before. However, I don't think Arteta likes going airborne. If it's a runner, then that's the exception. You're bang on the money, man. Declan Rice said that. And I don't want it on a case. I don't want it all the time. Sometimes I think, can we do that? But I think you're bang on the money, man. We only switch play or do... No, that's not even true. Well, yeah, it would. We only play those diags and those kind of passes if you have to, if there's nothing really else on. Corner kick to Liverpool. Not Trent's best of balls in, but it has presented issues. It's been hooked clear. It's kept alive by Liverpool. Not sure what Trent was doing there. Honestly, want Spurs to get relegated so that we stop giving them attention. Amen. Quality-wise, Prem players are at all-time low. We say that, and I don't think you're wrong in terms of quality littered for everywhere, yeah. But could you argue with the way the modern days played, and rightly or wrongly, you know, everyone's playing out from the back and high intensity runners, and everyone's kind of got money. In terms of player for player on average, could you argue that it has? I don't agree with the eyes, but yeah, Maddison's won a free kick. Maddison's Puma boots look nice, innit? I need that Semenyo guy, Arsenal. He'll cook for us on the left wing. I'm on Semenyo in the squad. United's dressing room is a sporting disaster. Seems like beating Everton isn't so easy. Trust. Yeah, but Goodison Park's a nasty one to play anyways. Nasty one. Kulusevski up against Robertson. Good battles, man. Kulusevski's a baller, man. He's done well there. To be fair with you, Pedro Porro has as well. Basuma gives it back to Puro. Puro attempts to switch play. Has he found Son Heung-min, who scored a corner against Man Divided, who Manchester United lost 3-0 today, people, in case you didn't know. Crazy stuff. At home, you know, madness. Absolute Mazzolini. Conceded more set piece. Only Wolves have conceded more goals from set pieces. Boy, but your manager wears a Rolex, got ripped jeans. Great stuff. Great stuff. And the XG, what's the new one I see them doing on Twitter? Like, who was it? I think Spurs beat them twice. They're like, but the XG is better than September. Look at it. It's embarrassing. I think Amarim will do a thing, but come on, man. They went from mocking us about phases to, we're in phase 1. You lot are in phase 20. Well, it might be phases, but it's different. When did we have the guys that you had? And to be fair, big up Ten Hag, because you said errors come to an end. You was clearly talking about United, but you was also talking about cities. It was just, you got your bearings wrong. One love for the super chat, Darwin, man. DG rivals drop points. Come on. Whoa. You lost me. One love for the super chat. But come on, you Gunners. Spuds can't help us, man. Forget that. Don't let them brainwash you. Spencer's done very well to find Maddison. Gravenbeck's on his case. I don't think he should have got a free kick, but nonetheless, it's good persistence from Maddison. And Spurs are still attacking down this right-hand side. It's pretty even in this opening 8 minutes. Kulusevski's delivery. Whoa, it's trickled all the way through. Trent's headers only found the Spurs man. Son Heung-min, who is someone you want the ball to fall to in this area. Son tries to find Maddison. Trent. Goal kick. Just in theory, Trent, you did well, but you want to be very careful about, you know, barging people in them kind of areas. Seeing them given for less. Saying that, I was watching the highlights. What's the Brighton lad's name? Did you not see the Brighton lad's tackle? How did he get away with that? I'm not going to lie. You've seen them given. You got to be careful there, Trent. Anyways, Joe Gomez. Who completely off topic, you know. If you work in Charlton's academy or you're Charlton, you know, you look at what Ademola Lookman's achieved. You look at Joe Gomez for a while, been at Liverpool. And there's probably a couple of other examples. Charlton got a little good academy in it. They should be proud of their lads. Anywho, Amari Hutchinson once upon a time was there before, you know, all the other clubs as well as Arsenal. Cody Gakpo elects to play it backwards. Robertson, McAllister. I wonder what the sentiment around McAllister is, both for neutral fans and obviously Liverpool fans. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Well, what kind of cross was that? I don't know how that found Salah, but it did. Fraser Forster saved it. The follow-up effort was also blocked by Spurs. What the hell was that from Trent? How? The way the ball moved, you're thinking that looks like a terrible pass, and somehow it's found Salah. He might have just been offset. Trent. Bro, this guy's wavy, man. Purely at passing, Trent is ridiculous. I don't blame you for doing the same thing 100 times. I might if I have to as well. You play football like it's golf. Cody Gakpo. Diaz, can he get the shot away? Tries to find Szoboszlai. Basuma deals with it. Solanke does his defensive shift and he's earned a very important free kick, to be fair. For Spurs. DG, you've been snaking on YouTube. I see how the Kivy on Sunday League is behaving. How did I snake it? What did I snake? It's not nice. What's that about United? Oh, they're lucky. Apparently, Manchester United have conceded 17 goals in 9 games under Ruben Amorim. It's not all his fault, and none of it is, but we've got agendas to agenda here, don't we, folks? It is what it is. Spence. To be fair, he's done well against Salah so far. It's not about doing well again for 11 minutes. You need to keep him quiet for 20. And then praise the Lord that it's been 20 minutes. And then hope he'll let you keep him quiet for 90, which is near enough impossible. To be honest on that. To be fair, Nana's in goal. Yeah, he is. And I don't know why or how, but one thing I have to give Spurs credit is when they break and when they press. At the moment, Liverpool always seem to have equal numbers back. Jackson killed Chelsea today. Why? Expand, man. I haven't seen no football. I ain't even seen the United goals, but I can't wait to actually look. I hope they were terrible. I want to see people not following runners. I want to see Bournemouth players dancing past the whole team. I want to see calamitous errors. I want to see it all, man. Archie Gray, Jaguzin goes all the way home to Fraser Forster. Kulusevski against Robertson. Kulusevski loses out. McAllister, Shabozla, that touch was baggy, and Basuma's done well. I'm not gonna lie, for both teams, yeah, the referee, you're giving for a game of this magnitude, you're giving some soft free kicks, man. Some very, very soft free kicks. I don't care about Spurs. I want the game to be judged correctly. Come on, man. One thing I love when Arsenal do it, but I hate when Premier League clubs do it, is you know when players know, oh, I'm running too wide, I can't get on the ball, I'm not going nowhere. They do the WWE falling on the floor. Maddison's great at it. Many players are great at it. It's needed. But like, if we can see it on TV, why can't these lot see it? The ball's been switched to Trent. I'm not sure what that was, bro. I'll never forget some Arsenal fans were crying for us to sign Jed Spence, you know. To be fair, Maddison's done very well to find Sonny on Min. Sars lost it. Come on, Trent, man. Trent, come on. Hey, Trent, you're decent. You might as well come play for Arsenal. Salah's not going to be at Liverpool forever. We give Saka a new contract, bro. You will probably get 40 assists. Yeah, you could go sunny Spain, but where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in going to Madrid and winning stuff, man? I'm even believing the badness I'm saying. Hey, my hope you're not dissing me, mate. Spurs attack well. Spurs attack very well. They press very well. The only issues with Spurs is beyond the obvious. I think there's many issues. I think the underlying factor is Daniel Levy. I think when they spent money on dead stuff. I just don't think the playing squad's good. Lacks collective quality. Postecoglou shown no real willingness to. Obviously, I'm not going to be naive. Clearly, if you would ask him, I would want to keep X amount of clean sheets and score that many goals. But he hasn't found a way to shield Spurs, like on the high line, being overexposed. He's nothing like Wenger, but he's got that Wenger stuff. That Wenger thing about him in that, like, we're still just going to attack. And that's why Spurs can be got at. But to be fair with you, I like his bravery, you know. Again, whether it works or not, a man's playing Archie Gray again, centre half. He's giving Spence an opportunity. There's so many things I actually like. Listen, I don't want Postecoglou to succeed at Spurs. And I think no man is without faults. And, you know, Spurs fans, I'm sure, as much, if they have praise for Postecoglou, they probably got some concerns about him as well. But I like him. Particularly when, obviously, the whole media, like, Spurs not beating City was all Arsenal, like, it done it for Arsenal, and the Spurs fans were happy about that for obvious reasons. Postecoglou seemed quite cheesed off. Gomez. Shabozla. 5-1 versus Palace. What are you saying, you man winning the league now? I don't understand the question. Like, Diaz could be in here, cut the track. Diaz squared it to Gakpo. Lend that, man. Dead from him, straight into the fan base in the crowd. But what was you saying in relation to winning the league? I'm not sure what that means, man. You know, of course, if you're asking me, would I like to win the Premier League? I would like my football club to win everything, like I'm sure a lot of you will. You know, to see us scoring from open play, in many ways, that's like winning the league. To see Arsenal have evident problems and Mikel Arteta trying to address them, and to see players getting better and better. To see someone like Gabriel Jesus, what Kulusevski could score here. To see someone like Gabriel Jesus for a year or so who hasn't quite been at it, you know, feeling down on his luck, still try and have the week he's had against Crystal Palace with 5 goals. In many ways, that's winning the league. Do I believe this? Who knows? I see Jeju coming. Be nice. Come on, be nice. Watch some of these haters out your live chat, bro. Have some decorum, people. Boy, Man called you Kivio. I don't respond to the hate. There's a reason we aired it. I'm comfortable. The English academies are some of the strongest in the world, in my opinion, but the players rarely get into the league because the Prem has elite spending power. Exactly, and there's elite pressure. And rightly or wrongly, obviously, you know, at the end of the day, managers are. It's probably more exaggerated lower the table in some other leagues, but managers are fighting for their lives. Like managers are trying. The first thing you need to do is protect your own job. That's why. And there's plenty of discussions to have about it, but that's why you might see if a manager knows I've got 10 tough games, there might be somebody, a young player who could grow into being a quality player, but over those 10 games, he might have 10 out of 10 performances and then some 3s and 4s, which obviously fluctuate where you finish. Salah really should be scoring there. The follow-up effort doesn't go in. Or there might be someone that's going to give you 10 6s out of 10s. Nothing amazing, but it's enough to get through. And you are right, especially in a country like this, where, yeah, some academy players are coming through. But the solution is always to buy. It's not necessarily to look in-house. And as you're basically alluding to, elite spending power. You got to remember, these young players are competing essentially with either experienced players, decorated players, players bought for multi-millions. Like, I think we're looking every week, you know, Cole Palmer, who, yeah, timing is everything. The context is around City when Palmer left to now. It is what it is. City have won the ball. Sorry, Liverpool have won the ball here. Mohamed Salah, man on. Mohamed Salah, oh my, rippers. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. This guy's lit. Never let them lie to you about Salah's not good on the ball. But yeah, you look at City, obviously the timings were very different. But naturally, you look at City now, you think, boy, you could have done with keeping Morgan Rogers. You definitely could have done with Cole Palmer. I'm not saying Cole Palmer is better than Silvinho and definitely Doku. If Doku and that actually looked like the players City thought they were getting, I might say something different. But you could argue Palmer was better. Keeping Palmer was better than spending money on the two. You know, you look at someone like Chelsea that, you know, they've won 2 Champions Leagues, whole heap of stuff. We all know the Cobham players. Look, I'm not saying they should have kept Solanke, but Solanke's out there. It's very difficult. Really. That's why I think obviously timings are different, and you might have to be like Palmer's an elite talent. He had to leave. It worked for him somewhere else. But generally, by rule of thumb, I think some make it, like some slip by, but I think a manager either has to really rate you for you to get a look in, like Arteta, for example. He's obviously giving debuts to young players. Young players have been on the bench, but he's not on the Arsene Wenger thing, like just debuts for the sake of it. He's really not on that. If you're a little Lewis Skelly or you're a little Ethan, you lot will come through. Or if you're at the time the Sackers, the Smith Rowes that are kind of there already, and he sees something, you're gone clear. Or if you're like the Phil Foden, like them talents that Jadon Sancho, like another one who had to leave City, evidently they're too good to ignore. I don't think Arteta is going to bust you, and I don't think that's wrong necessarily. But it's very difficult for a young player to make it, man. Very difficult at a Premier League club. This is why I always say, do what you need to do, man. Don't let these clubs lie to you, and you sign a 5-year deal, you're going to play first team, this and that. I imagine, I'm not saying City did this, but imagine they did say that to Palmer and he believed them. You're not getting England caps. You're not scoring in the Euro final. You're not scoring and doing what you're doing at Chelsea currently. Son Heung-min. Oh, surely that's a foul for Son. Ref doesn't agree with me. Shabozlai's dealt with that. Game's getting a bit end-to-end in these 20 minutes so far. Every chance Liverpool have created has been from Basuma losing the ball carelessly. Liverpool could be in here. Cody Gakpo, let's go. Yes, Salah. Oh, hey, Archie Gray. I'm not even going to hate. For an 18-year-old playing in a game of this magnitude, he's done very well to intercept that ball. I think the offside flag would have come up already. He's not meant to know that. Fair enough, Gray. Wenger was unique amongst Prem managers. He was genuinely interested in developing young players. Other coaches simply play the lad looks the best in training. Sometimes it's the under 18 player, which is true. That Robertson side is there to be exploited. How you wide open in the middle of the pitch and your teammates still look to play back towards goal? But Basuma is so bad. Pep knew he completely goofed when Palmer started stat pad in the league. Even on Morgan Rogers, man, to the point where I know Arsenal wouldn't do it, or many teams wouldn't. Is it worth just keeping an eye on England, on City's under 21s? Because that would have got you Sancho, Palmer, Lavia, missing someone else out here. Morgan Rogers. I mean, I wanted Morgan Rogers when he was at West Brom. You can see the videos on my YouTube channel. Of course, did not know he would be doing what he's doing now, but he was a talented player. Son Heung-min. If Solanke takes that under his control, something might happen. Gravenberg has looked to find Salah. Is that a good ball into Salah? I must admit, you know what? Archie Gray and Spence, so far, they've been equal to their tasks of keeping Salah relatively quiet. Easier said than done. Take it from an Arsenal fan who saw Trent look for Darwin Núñez and ultimately Salah. It only takes a moment. Son Heung-min has done terrible for Spurs there, really. Trent finds McAllister. Thought that was an own goal for a second. The YouTube chat crying over it. Nathan is cool, man. Nathan's part of the gang, man. Please make sure you're smashing the like button if you haven't done such, people. Van Dijk. I mean, I don't know how you would look at it, but I don't think any team can complain about not having a goal at the moment. I'd love for Liverpool to find a goal and potentially a winner for obvious reasons. I'm not here for this supporting Spurs stuff today, Arsenal fans. That's our ball, Trent. Hey, yes! Let's go! The football gods heard me. Trent Alexander-Arnold doing Trent Alexander-Arnold things. It's a fantastic cross from Trent. It's so fantastic, but it's typical from Trent. So, like, you're used to Trent doing that. And it's a bullet header from Luis Diaz, who at one point was linked with Spurs before the Liverpool move. Liverpool are not out there, are not, clear yet. And look at the celebration. Luis Diaz paying homage to Trent. You can't write off Spurs at the moment. They can still present issues. I'm sure the 12th man in that their fans are going to get behind them. But it's Trent Alexander-Arnold doing what he does. And it's what Liverpool have been doing all season, taking the lead. What a ball. And look at the runners. There's one thing Trent putting the ball in the box. He has to know that there's going to be runners and they're going to try and make something happen. It's Trent stuff. Like, we've seen Trent do that, for probably the best part of 5 years now, really. And it's not like he hasn't. That's a ball. Sometimes, you know what? I'm sure from an analytical point of view, they'll look at that goal and I'm sure there's things they could have done. But to a degree, how much do you say, fair enough? Like, how much to a degree do you just say, fair enough? You know what? Trent's done Trent things. Maybe you could focus a bit more on, that's his first goal for Diaz, by the way, since September. Maybe you're more better off focusing on the run from Diaz rather than the cross from Trent, because it's to be expected. For Spurs, they're not out of it. And they could be hitting back immediately here. No, they can't. But they have a corner. Liverpool still have a lot to do before they get the 3 points, but they've taken the lead. See, some of you that's working for Spurs, I hope Spurs do it, man. They're a goal behind. Now, if they win, cool. I've got egg on my face. But this is why you twerk for Spurs, you're disappointed. You feel like a double brick now. You definitely do. And some of you lot ain't learned because you did it for Spurs last season against City. Boy, most English clubs can now afford to buy most players. The scouting is just horrendous, bar 1 or 2 clubs. And I personally think scouts are not listened to, because you look at Man United scouts, even when Ralph Rangnick was there to a degree, finding talents hasn't been the issue for Man United, because, we all retweet on social media. They wanted John Duran when Villa, not Villa. Was it Villa? Whoever was on to him in MLS. There's so many. They said United were actually scouting Caicedo when he went to Brighton. But it doesn't matter. The scouts finding these talents. If when they're sending over the emails and saying, buy this, the guys that actually make the decisions, they're airing it, it's issues. But you are right, because most clubs, we live in a day and age where, again, the solution in the Prem where the money's going is to keep buying. Like, I'm not dissing Bournemouth because you can't, but Bournemouth are competing with AC Milan for certain players in this day and age. We live in a day and age where if Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, even Spurs to a degree, and now other clubs, if all of these clubs, let's have a fairly normal transfer fee in this day and age. So we all know 50 million is a lot of money, but that's normal now. Let's just say all these clubs signed a striker for 50 million or 60 or even 70 and it doesn't work. The solution is to buy another one. Really, you try as much as you can, but buy another one and another one on top of that. So we'll have to see. But yeah, Liverpool have taken the lead. DG, let me know if you're looking for a proper tattoo artist who does work on black skin. One of my boys from Paris is going to be in the London area in January. Have you looking proper Hollywood? I appreciate it. And if I ever need a tat, I will. But, you can't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari. And on top of that, bro, Pardon me, I can't sit there while they're getting a tattoo. I've been there. I can't get a tattoo. I've got the pain tolerance for that. And I've been there when some of my friends are getting tattoos, and that whole zzz, it puts me off. And some of my friends sound like crackheads because they say the pain becomes addictive. And I just feel with a lot of people I know with tats, they very rarely, you tattoo dons, you very rarely got one. You always start catting for more. And then some of you say, I like the pain. I don't want to go down there, mate. I don't want to be in that. Appreciate it, though. If I ever have a change of mind, or if tattoos ever become painless, I'm for that. Son Heung-min. Saw nicked in front of Cody Gakpo's gone to James Maddison. Wasn't it the Liverpool guy who gave a breakdown on why signings are 50-50? He made a fair point to. You got to point me in the right direction. I'm not sure where that is, really, but I'd love to know. But essentially, every signing's a risk. That's what I also find that mad as well, in that no matter how much research, scouting, all these things that you do, it's still all a risk. Like, it's still all, it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes it might not even be because your scouting was wrong. The manager might not see eye to eye. A next option might come up. There's just so many things. Luis Diaz. And I find football funny because obviously Salah could have went Liverpool when he was at Basel. He went to Chelsea. Liverpool, obviously signed Salah, and it's fair to say, Maddison's completely clattered into that man there. That should be a yellow. It's fair to say Salah's worked out all right. But then you look at it and you have to wonder, how important is scouting? How important is it to challenge opinions, right? Because it's all known that Jurgen Klopp, whether right or wrong, he wanted Julian Brandt. Liverpool's, was it Michael Edwards or whatever? He wanted Salah. Let's just assume they signed Brandt, and I don't think Brandt would have turned into Salah, but there was a time people couldn't picture Salah being Salah, right? Let's just say it was good for Liverpool, but he wasn't doing what Salah's doing. How would that have affected Liverpool's success? And I look at Arsenal, if we had someone like that, fair play in terms of being able to challenge the manager. If that was the case. Trent's got his range differently on today. If you're Liverpool, you probably want another goal, man. By Liverpool's high standards, I don't think they've got going yet. That's a good ball into the box. Dragouzin deals with it. Szoboszlai, I thought he was going to hit it first time. Instead, he's found Salah. Salah! Oh, how's that not gone in? Liverpool have seen their effort cleared, but it's again here with Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, what's he doing? Hey, this guy does some silly things, but that's been all right. Whoa. How have Spurs not cleared their lines? Robertson. Diaz. Trent is still on the left-hand side. Cody Gakpo, I don't know what that was. Okay, that was risky from Pedro Porro. It paid off. Has he found Kulusevski? I think that's poor from Kulusevski. They should have looked to keep that on. I think someone else would have signed Salah at that point, either us or Spurs. See? And they would have fumbled. Solanke's still down. So scouting is definitely important. And you look at Liverpool scouting, some of the signings to us casual football fans, they looked like obvious, but when you look at half of their signings when they've accomplished things, I'm not saying there isn't people that would have, like Liverpool fans that would have signed the names I'm about to say for Liverpool, football fans that wouldn't have taken them. But I would say when, like the core nucleus of Liverpool players, when have they signed a footballer during that time where it's been universally agreed, yeah, that's a great kind of player. People were saying Van Dijk, so one season, one day is going to be a flop. Louis van Gaal famously said United people turned their nose up when he suggested Mane. I would have taken Mane because I think every Arsenal fan would, because he used to kill us, but people would have turned their nose up at Salah at a point, at Mane at a point, at Wijnaldum to a degree. Robertson was relegated as well, so people would have defo done that. And there's probably a couple of others, but when you scout properly, you do all right. Solanke. To be fair to Solanke, I think he's grafted for his team today. He's not. It's not gonna be one of those games where if they don't win, where he gets a lot of praise and that. But he's actually grafted, chase some lost causes, and it's one of those games for a striker. Realistically, you're up against Van Dijk, and not to diss Gomez, but it's not Canate, but you're up against two good centre halves, or a great one in Van Dijk's. You're not going to get too much change by yourself. You are going to be isolated. You're going to get joy on the counter attack, but you are going to have to be a bit of a grafter. Liverpool are so sophisticated when they sign players. It's the news cycle for a week, and then the deal is done. They always sign players no one is looking at, and they could be about to score again here. Cody Gakpo wanted too many touches. Sar's done very well for Spurs, taking a whack for his issues. If you're on Twitch, hit up Amazon Prime. He covered skill, temperament, intelligence. One thing wrong, and you have a dud. Exactly. And at the same time, do you know what's so mad, yeah, about signings? Because you can do all of that and be wrong anyways. But you could do all of that right. A man might sign for a club and they might be comfortable in London, but their wife might not be, or their family might not be, or their kid is struggling to integrate with school, or they might be from a hotter climate, they want to go back. They might not just fancy the Premier League. They might play for Liverpool, and it's nothing to do with the club. They love the club, but the area of Liverpool isn't the best, or the area of Manny isn't the best. And football, obviously people sign for football clubs for a variety of reasons, but you do have to sit there to a degree and think about, for me anyways, I always think about it, for Spurs, for Arsenal, for Chelsea, for West Ham, for to a degree Crystal Palace even. Who else is there? That the London-based Premier League teams, and you could force it and say Brighton and Southampton, because at a push, those areas are not that far from London, especially Southampton. It's not that far from London. How much of it is a lifestyle thing? I want to live in London. My wife wants to live in London. My family want to live in London. Kind of things like that. Do you know who I'd love to speak with about this kind of stuff? Cesc Fabregas. Because you look at Cesc Fabregas' CV, you've only played for you played for good clubs, but you've played in hot spots, if that makes sense, or nice towns, or for one reason or another, it's seen where he's played. It's been a good reason. There's something great about living there. Barcelona, London, Como in Italy, Monaco, and I think that's it really. Well, Arsenal, Chelsea, London. How much of that is a factor? Because you look at someone like Tyler Diblin. Now, where Chelsea are as geographically, where Chelsea's training ground is, and Chelsea's catchment area, Chelsea, their academy is great, their recruitment, their development, everything is great. But they have a great catchment area. They do a bloody good job in London, in all boroughs of London, let alone South and all these things. They live in that great little grey area, in that they can actually scout around Southampton and those kind of regions. But you look at Tyler Diblin, he's come through Southampton, he signed for Chelsea, which is basically right there. And he said, I'm homesick and all of this kind of stuff. This is before he's obviously got his debut. How much of that is a factor? It's very interesting. Big up American Gunner. A few have signed to the Prem and left their families back home. And you also have that. And then I guess also the flip side is, at the end of the day, yeah, you're a footballer, you're getting paid a lot of money and all of this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I guess as a footballer, there's a lot of free time. It's a busy schedule, but there's a lot of free time. If training is done at 1, there's only so many times you can go shopping or you can banter with your friends. You get in, no one's there. Your wife, and especially if you got kids, young kids and that, they're in another country. How much does that play a part, really? But it's such an interesting debate, really. Even when you look at because we're watching Spurs, ironically, and Liverpool. Stephen Corker used to play for both these teams. A while ago, he gave an interview and he was saying how, obviously, as an 18-year-old, he found it hard off the field in Swansea because he was on loan there, I think, or something. He was on loan either at Swansea or somewhere, and he's a young man. Obviously, he ain't got no wife, he ain't got no kid. He's on loan, so he's just essentially in a hotel. He said he really struggled. The town, there wasn't much to do. And then, long story short, he just found himself going to the casino. There's so many things. I think where through the points you lot have said, when you factor in economic reasons behind making choices as well, not to be that guy, but an 18-year-old, let's say a 25-year-old who's lived in London, played for Arsenal his whole career, he might look at life or football from an economic point of view a lot differently than a 25-year-old who's been playing in Brazil or in Africa or something. There's so many reasons behind signings, man. Do you mean Cardiff City deluded since he was there at some point? I could be wrong. It could be Cardiff as well. It was defo either Swansea or, like you said, Cardiff. It was defo somewhere like that. And there's another footballer who said that. Oh, yes! Who scored that header? Who done that? McAllister, probably one of the shortest guys on the pitch. It is Liverpool 2, Spurs 0. You lot that wanted to twerk for Spurs and say, oh, it's good for Arsenal, we're going to drop points. I hear the logic. But this is why you don't sell your soul, because now you feel like a prick. You sold your soul for what? For what? For this. Opening your legs for Spurs. The pagans for this. This is why I could never be me, man. If Liverpool are to drop points this season, let it be some other time. I'm an Arsenal fan. I always want a Spurs demise. I won't rest till this club's relegated. On a serious note, Joke Man, that is Joke Man defending from Spurs. So good ball in, I believe, from Robertson in the mixer. To be fair, it's a lack of communication. You know, for me, Spence, Gray, they're both going for the same ball. When you lot find out what Fraser Forster is doing, let me know. Jaguzin's there on vibes. 2 crosses have presented Spurs to issues and they've made the difference. Oh, I can't. I'm not going to swear, but FFSDG, not even split on Spurs getting beat when we're in a race with Liverpool. Nah, man, I'm not on it, man. There's got to be another way, another play, bro. There's got to be another way, another play, man. Anytime you're relying on Spurs, like for us, relying on Spurs, you know, you're not. For me, I don't think we deserve to be in anything like that. And these lot will always let you lot down. You saw it last year against City. They will let you down. There's got to be another way, bro. Like 16 games played. There's 38 Premier League games. There's other times I want Liverpool to drop points. We still got to play them. We got to do the impossible and go to Anfield. There's always another way, another play, man. It don't have to be Spurs doing anything. Can't see Ange lasting at Spurs indefinitely. It's getting predictable. To be fair, I need them to go out the semi-final. I think we absolutely smoked Spurs at Wembley, but my anxiety for a North London derby in a League Cup final would be mad. But then a potential game against Liverpool, yay. Both teams are half decent at Wembley as well. Well, to be fair, Liverpool and Arsenal got a better ratio than Spurs at Wembley, despite, you know, one of those 3 clubs mentioned spending a whole season there. Pardon me, Son Heung-min was offside. Boy, it's 2 fine moments that have made the difference for Liverpool. Just finished work. Big up the 9-to-5ers. This is the score lines I wanted to see, Shames. But see, exactly, as a fellow person like myself, we're not twerking for Spurs today. Liverpool will lose next week. Have Liverpool gone Newcastle away? Yes, they have. They've dropped points. Listen, there's plenty of different tests for Liverpool, man. Have they gone to Selhurst Park? Palace and that can do a job. Son Heung-min, what is going on? What is going on? He's kind of fallen off for someone of his quality. Spurs are Spurs. Even if you expected them to stink, you would still be disappointed. It's over. Liverpool winning the league. Liverpool, for me, congratulations, man. No one seems to be able to beat them. Well, to be fair, I'll be real. I've seen Ipswich give them a tougher test. I think we gave them a better, tougher test. I think Fulham gave them a tougher test. Well, Spurs is not anything to be counting on. It's not that. Come on, man. Why would you expect different from a team that gave up a 2-0 lead against Chelsea at home? You're right, DG. He meant Swansea, but shame. I like Corker, but as you said, if I was a player and moved to Australia, I'd be homesick. And it comes down to you as a person. Some people want to move and live in new cities every year and every day and stuff. Some people are very homesick. Especially, I guess, when you're a footballer, you probably come from a small, remote kind of village. So, like, I'm sure Iniesta, like, he comes from, I think, the Canary Islands or something, and he got very homesick playing for Barcelona in his early days. It comes down to you as a person, man. Like, I do think as football fans, we look at football players a bit too linear, and those that don't, like, I just find it quite redundant and quite boring. Like, oh, for the answer to be, oh, they earn a lot of money. Yeah, they earn a lot of money, and don't get twisted, that's a byproduct for these problems that we talk about, but they're still human beings, man. Shabozlai, to be fair, Basuma and Sarr have done very well, and Basuma's on the ball. I don't know what Liverpool have done from a tactical point of view, but again, Spurs are quite good on the counter-attacking sides. Liverpool, simply put, they got numbers. Kulusevski, to be fair, Solanke, Son, back to Solanke, James Maddison. Spurs have got to get a shot away. To be fair, I like the idea from Solanke. It's fallen to Sarr. Sarr's gone for goal. Alisson holds on to it. City didn't beat them. Arsenal didn't beat them. Chelsea didn't beat them. So, yeah, it's over. But it's Liverpool's to lose. Or a team that almost let Ishman you almost win. Spurs are Spurs. As DG says, it's jarring. You all forget this City game and that some fella. Well, blink and you miss it. I did. I haven't lost my ways. McAllister's gone from hero to 0. Maddison has got himself on the score sheet. I did not see that. Let's see what's going on there. Let's see the replay. Van Dijk looks like he's talking to the referee. What happened there? I know you should keep your eyes on the prize, but I was looking at you lot's comments. It's a shame Maddison beat the allegations. What's supposed to have happened there? I can't lie, I don't agree with that. I am not cheering on Spurs. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's a foul, Liverpool, man. I think McAllister just had his pocket picked. It's a fantastic finish from Maddison, and it gives Spurs some sort of sniff at the game. It's a poor one from a Liverpool perspective. I'd have to see it again. I think if that's given, that's soft. I think McAllister has just wanted 20 million years on the ball. Kulusevski's picked his pocket. Maddison's done what's required, and he's put Spurs back in with a shout. Very sloppy from a Liverpool perspective. You never know. VAR could save the day, but there's nothing. I don't know what McAllister's moaning about. That's Maddison's 5th goal in 6 Premier League appearances. I don't know what, and the goal stands. I don't know what McAllister was moaning about there. I really don't. It reminds me of the United keeper at this very stadium that was crying, and Liverpool could be in here again. This is the problem with Spurs. Diaz, can he get his second? He's tried to be. You know what, Diaz? It's not even a criticism. You did very well. The offside flag came up, so you could have held your run. He's tried to be a bit too intricate. I don't think Liverpool should be scared, but it's a stupid goal to concede. The thing is with Spurs, they will give you chances, but so will Liverpool. Jordan, you're shameless. Let me go to the gym. I had Spurs winning this game, but I guess Spurs will always be ish. Yeah, but you lot will be back, because some of you probably said this against City. You lot will be back whenever you lot can make one of these things up about how it benefits Arsenal. I hear it. Szoboszlai, he's not done nothing. To be fair, Gravenberch's been a bit slow today. Trent's pass found McAllister. McAllister's giving it back to Basuma. You lot don't play together at Brighton anymore, lad. Spence might be the truth. Spence quality, man. I can't lie to you. Like, I think Spence found a little role for himself. So you can do, man. Basuma's trying to find Son Heung-min. Alexander-Arnold wins it. Gravenberch helps it on his way. Scrappy, man. Szoboszlai's got to do a bit more for me. He's put it. You know what? Some of his passes puts his teammates under pressure. Son Heung-min has found Saw. Boy. Oh, damn, you're watching these scrubs. I don't think you can call Liverpool scrubs. And it's a big game, man. In hindsight, I shouldn't have gone football. I should have done a watch-along for Man United, Bournemouth. If I could have looked into the future and saw that Bournemouth would win 3-0. A10 Malik, I see you in the chat. Chelsea fans, talk to me, man. Why didn't you beat Everton, man? Drawing against Everton is not funny no more, is it? With Chelsea draw, is the season over if Liverpool win? I think Liverpool are winning the league. Like, I think you need them to have a big fall off. You hope that the fact that they're the marked men now means something, but yeah, obviously on paper, I don't think Liverpool are invincible. I think they've got issues of their own. But also you look at the table, nobody's running away with anything really. Yes, at this moment in time, Liverpool, you have a game in hand really. Got 39 points. I don't even know if this is updated or factoring in the 3 points they're holding on to now. But Liverpool have 39 points. Chelsea got 35. Arsenal got 33. No one's running away with it. You look at who's fighting for the league. You look at the top 4 finishes. You look at the top 10 finishes. So Europa League, Champions League, all of that sort of stuff. No one's running away with it. Even relegation, you can't make a case, if I'm honest with you. In fact, there is, we all know, pardon me, Southampton are gone. Like, it would be probably the greatest Premier League escape in history. Southampton are gone. You got 6 points from 17 games, safe. Minus 25 goal difference. Safe. You're gone. I like Ipswich. I just think they're gone. Wolves could fight out of it, but realistically, I think Ipswich are gone. I think Southampton are gone. And I said at the start of the season, I thought Leicester would go. I thought the three teams that got promoted would be the 3 teams to go back. But you never know. There's always one or two teams who complete the great escape. And you look at it really, you look at it. Boy, you know what? Leicester got 14 points. Man United only got 22. You never know. Liverpool could be in here. Come on, Szoboszlai. Yes! Yes! Kill the optimism, Szoboszlai. Liverpool, you never walk alone. All of that stuff. High Line FC getting put in a blender. Salah, FPL now. FPL now. FPL. Don't walk away without this being 5-1. Please. Please. I mean, it's Liverpool's. I mean, the Spurs is just their own enemies, you know. They've killed Liverpool. Sorry, Liverpool have killed Spurs in like 3-4 passes. So all from a Trent long ball, a flick on by Szoboszlai, ironically, in his own mouth. Salah's been involved in some capacity. You know what? And credit to Szoboszlai, he's won the header. And this is what they tell young kids out there. Forget young pros. When you do something, don't just admire. Get involved. He simply just followed his run. And he's been paid, and it's paid off for him. Because he slotted it past Fraser Forster. And boy, Liverpool 3, Spurs 1. If Spurs come from behind, then fair play. But for those of you that said, "Oh, Spurs winning helps Arsenal," bear in mind that's Szoboszlai's second goal of the season. You lot, it's over in 46 minutes. But yeah, nothing is decided. You look at Man United; they've really got to look over their shoulder. I'm being shameless. They've only got 22 points. Everton are 15th with 16. They've only got 22 points. But on a serious note, well, the relegation race looks quite good. You know, West Ham, I think they'll stay out. They can get drawn into it. I think Everton will stay up, but they're in that. Palace, I actually want them to stay up, but woof. Leicester, you never know with Ruud van Nistelrooy. Wolves, boy, at the end of the day, Wolves are 18th. They've got Man United. Come on, man. You lot could smoke Man United. It's the end of the first half. Boy. Yeah, still looks like 4-2. Nope, we never cheer for anyone but Arsenal. If Liverpool lose, I'll smile. I hear it. United roads to 40 points. I don't understand how Liverpool do it. It's killing games, man. But I ain't no Liverpool fan, but anyone that plays my enemies, boy. Unless there's a dramatic turn of events, which Liverpool's not the game for that, it's done. Chelsea were lucky today. Everton missed too many chances. Everton could have won. But it's why you got to put the ball in the back of the net. Congratulations to your son as well. Liverpool have won it. Like, they're not running away with it, but it's not a case of Liverpool just losing one game. For me, I think you need them to lose two. I mean, Liverpool tend to struggle at Crystal Palace away. If they haven't played Crystal Palace away already, when that game happens, when they win that, any small optimism, which I don't have much optimism of Arsenal winning the league, but the small optimism that's inside will die. Or you never know. I think there's a week where if Arsenal keep doing their job, we've got Southampton away and Liverpool away. Now, definitely more so Anfield than St. Mary's, but two grounds Arsenal fans are scared of. Could we do that? DJ, I thought you don't look at the table. I don't. This is you lot commenting. I was commenting on what you lot said. Gray and Spence looking the best in that defense is mind-boggling. Basuma is a poor man's Ndidi. Damn. With the... Oh, sorry, already seen that. No foul at all. To be honest, Spurs are more likely to get a result from 2-0 down than 2-0 up. Do you know how mad that sounds? But you're not wrong. 3-2 Liverpool coming. Liverpool always give their fans... Sorry, Spurs always give their fans false hope, like water being wet. Big up, K. That money chat regarding players is ignorant. What money? What are you referring to there? Oh, the previous point we was making. You're bang on the money, man. But that's all people say. Oh, footballers get a lot of money. It doesn't matter. Like, because you get a lot of money, people think that you shouldn't be affected by death, mental health, criticism. Obviously not fair criticism, that whole nonsense one. Boy, it is what it is. Spurs are rubbish, dead institution. Beyonce versus Tyler Swift, more relevant at that stadium than the football team. Boy, Spurs should not be considered a top 6 team. It's top 5 and Spurs. Son will score. Liverpool are so lucky, no injuries all season. Boy, big up DG. I wanted Spurs to win, but that's wishful thinking by itself. Top Blue, I see you in the chat somewhere. Don't think you're all right. You know, Chelsea didn't take points. Time to knock out some pasta sauce. Enjoy the second half, peeps. Come on. Where's Liverpool in the Champions League table? Aren't they first? Liverpool are laughing. Onslaught's cooking. Like, they're first in the Prem. They're first in the Champs. If you don't win one of them trophies, then we'll flip the agendas. But they're laughing. I don't think Liverpool are perfect. I don't think Liverpool fans pretend they're perfect. There's definitely games and they've gone, we could have done better. But at the end of the day, you make it happen. There need to be a big fall off for Liverpool. And I'm not saying sack Mikel Arteta necessarily, but let alone Liverpool, if Liverpool were to fall off, like, it's one thing City falling off. If Liverpool were to fall off and it was a team besides Arsenal that won the Prem, there'd be question marks. So let alone Liverpool, if Chelsea finish above you or win a title, there's question marks. And I know it's ignorant of me and quite simple to look at it this way, but for whatever reason, Slot's been here for a matter of months or a year at tops by that point. If Slot wins the Premier League and you don't, Arteta, I need to know why. I don't need to know or care what Liverpool did in comparison to us. I just want to know why you didn't do that. Why didn't we win the league title? Because for me, bearing in mind Liverpool, and that's another thing, a lot of these Liverpool players have been there when they've got 90 plus points and still not won the title. So that's probably why they got that best drive. But you could argue, sorry people, man, I'm hungry. I have to. I shouldn't be talking with my mouth full. You could argue, based on the current rate of the Premier League, I don't know the maths, but it's not looking like you need 90 points to win the league. It's not, in my opinion. It's not looking like you need 90 plus points or them kind of things. Archie great baller. Liverpool have only lost one game. This is why we should try to take 6 points. Salah assist, FPL captain, you know the vibes. We need him to score, man. Spurs defense look scared. Do you know what's so funny, yeah? This Spurs defense has looked a lot better than when I've seen their first choice players. But Spurs don't respect defending. I'm not trying to be disingenuous to Postecoglou because obviously he wants them to be good. I'm sure he wants clean sheets, but they don't try to be good defensively. They don't try to be like you've got Salah, you got Trent, you got Diaz, you got all these guys. They don't try to make it. They haven't tried, and they didn't try to make it difficult for Liverpool to break them down. Is Salah your captain? Slightly, I thought it was Bukayo, which we might have to remove Bukayo out of the team. But Salah is at least a vice captain. Let's look. Because I'm annoyed, man. Because I thought I had Morgan Rogers in my team. I don't. He's vice. Salah, I need these points, man. But it's been a dead week for me, man. I'm going to fall down the table. Players are not playing. Nobody's bagged. I might have to do the wild card. I went from being first in our league. I saw myself 17th. Oh, my God. I'm 24th. How have I dropped down to 24th? What's this about? Trust the process. It's not done. Big changes are happening. I need a top 10 finish. I'm taking Haaland out of my team, man. You're not doing nothing, man. Every week, I think, yeah, sure, you'll be back. You're coming out of my team. Chris Wood as well, you're coming out of the team. I hate FPL when it gets like this. You reverse down the table. I'm way down the table, not even the top 100. But no. If you're not in the top 100 in our league, you can't talk to me. I am confident. You know what? I'm screaming top 4 finish in the FPL league. 100%. Last time I checked, you was 22nd. See, I'm 23rd. Why are you watching me? Watch yourself, man. I need to move up. I need to get someone with. I need to get John Duran or something, man. Someone that's gonna be on an upward trajectory, and we'll just keep it moving. And DJ, I can talk to you. I'm dead last. Wait. You can't. You're last. Wait. We got like 400. Listen, someone's got to be last, but in our chat, in our FPL, we've got like 400 people, bro. Let me look. You can't be last out of 400 people, bro. They're like 400 people. I actually want to find out. Over 200 there, 300, 350. All right, 395, just short of 400. Oh my. What, your team scored 1 up and you're bottom? Nah. You got more points than me this week. Oh, you got Isaac, Snake. Fair play. You're going to make it out, man. Just keep working hard, man. Trust the process. Isaac bagged me a hat trick yesterday. This week, I'm looking calm. I just want top 10 finish. Get Isaac in. But when I get these guys, they start stinking up the place. 337th. Brother. See, you can't get on to me if you're all down there. Would Onslaught be first with Arsenal? I don't know. You could argue no. You could argue yes, because nobody expected him to be first now. So you never know. Probably. Leeds United best team in the championship. Hope you don't get promoted, to be fair. DG thoughts on Postecoglou. In my opinion, I think he's a good coach and could take Spurs far, but he isn't backed enough, and I don't get why Spurs fans want him out. I understand why Spurs fans might want him out, but if I supported Spurs, come on, man. You got Jose, you got Conte, he did not bang. You might as well keep him. I would just like to tell Postecoglou, if I was a Spurs fan, which thanks the Lord I'm not, bro, like, we need to fix up defensively. I do think, you know, you can say he wasn't backed. They're clearly going for a younger model of player, and they have depth issues. I like Postecoglou. I just, pardon me, think he's on that Wenger thing a bit, in that when you ask him about defending, we don't want to defend. Like, we don't want to defend. Like, it's not that we don't want to defend, but we don't want to defend. Like, we don't want to be good there. Where if you've got Messi and Iniesta and Ronaldo and this guy and that guy, cool. But like, respectfully, you've got Son, Kulusevski, Maddison, Solanke. These are not bad players, but you can't afford to do that. And regardless, you need to be able to defend. You have to respect the belly of the beast. Teams like City, when City were winning leagues and all of these things and doing crazy stuff, I'm making it up now, but there'll be times where they might play Brighton away when City were in great form. And that 80, 90 minutes, they're on top of them. They're living dangerously. They're scared. They're shook. It feels like Brighton are going to nick the win. So you need to be able to defend. Defense wins titles. Goals win games. But even saying Spurs don't spend peas, bro. They spent 50 million on Brennan Johnson, 50-something million on Richarlison. I don't think you can draw out Solanke, but 65 million on Solanke. 60-odd million on Dembele. Everyone's spending money. Cramp is killing me, man. Hey, people, I lost that football today, man. We're out the cup. We're out the cup. I'm not going to say no names, but I have a good friend in my personal life who is a defender, and he played in goal today because our goalie didn't thingy. God, if I'm lying, I'm frying. Did certain man not concede directly from a corner? And even on that, it's like the corner was given. It's like they're in their box, but they've come out of their goal to prevent the corner. It's not a corner anyways, but the corner's given. Why he's decided to throw the ball to the side that the opposition are taking this corner. Bearing in mind, you're the goalie, you're not in the goal. I don't know. This light-skinned guy was street smart. It's a windy day. He's taking the corner quickly. It's wavy, like it's wavy, and man conceded a free kick. I won't get onto you for the free kick. It was a madness, and that guy, the guy that scored the free kick, he did nothing for that was probably like 70th minute. You did nothing. You did nothing. You was losing the ball. He was getting ran over. The minute he scored that, he started playing like Jack Wilshere. But yeah, man, we're out of one of the cups. Great stuff. We was leading 2-1, and then people are ducking out 50-50s. People are losing the ball and not tracking back. People are not overlapping. People are not underlapping. People are not talking. People are not doing the basics. People are not taking throw-ins quick enough. People crying that it's cold. Okay. Let's just hope we're top of the league. Let's just hope we can win the league. Let's hope we can do that. Yeah. Let's do that. Well, that's another cup. One less cup. You're still unpeed off. As a Gooner, I live for Tottenham. Well, tell them again. DJ, what's good, bro? Who's second in the league with the Chelsea result today? I don't know. But Birdie said Chelsea are still top. Arsenal only 3 points behind Liverpool. Now Liverpool have a game in hand, of course. Oh, no, it updated. No, we're not. No, you're not. You're 6 points. Just got to chase him down, man. And Jin, man, like, oh, well. I like Postecoglou, man. FAVs. Nah, just Sunday League. Deluded Gooner, my man. So glad I've stumbled on your channel. So glad you have. I'm happy to have you here. One love, my dude. Tolson on a free was a great signing. It's that City recruitment indirectly. I know they didn't buy Lavia from, I know Tolson's last club wasn't City. I know Lavia wasn't bought from City. But, you look at a couple of people that are at Chelsea now, they used to be at City. Is there any coincidence? These guys have all spent in the last 2 to 3 years, these players have all been there. Sancho, Lavia, the Tosin youth, Cole Palmer, obviously. There's probably one more player. There's definitely one player I'm missing. I don't know who. That United pack hit differently earlier today. Does it though? Because there's nothing like Man United losing. I love it, but you're getting packed in too much, and their fans are starting to do the weird little Arsenal fan thing where we're in a project. You see United fans, you become what you hate. You lot have become what you hate. You lot buoyed us. You lot buoyed us about set pieces. You lot damn well wish you could score set pieces, let alone defend them. You cried about phases. You're talking about back the manager, and I've even seen people tweet, I'd rather lose playing well than win playing ugly. Man United saying that, Man United, who used to stink up the place for years and win titles. Fergie time, teams would be battering you. Could never forgive you lot for how the unbeaten run ended. Serial cheaters. To be fair, that's why I think City do the best thing, because Morgan Rogers, they bought him from West Brom. Liam Delap was at Derby. Sancho was at Watford. City obviously try their best to sign the best local talent and then just pick off the academies. Obviously, with Brexit, you're not really gonna, up until a point, you're not really gonna see like clubs buying a Lavia at youth level and things like that anymore. The second half has kicked off, but yeah, I don't know what expressions he's doing, but pick him up, my dude. Shout out Tommy. Liverpool were first 87 days of last season. I'm not surprised. So that gives me a bit of optimism, but I can only talk about what I see, and I'm not trying to be negative about Arsenal. I see a lot of concerns, a lot of reasons to be optimistic, but a lot of concerns. I look at Liverpool, and I don't think Liverpool are amazing, but they've been better than everyone, and they're finding a way to win. I think Chelsea deserve to be where they are on the table, but I still think they can shoot themselves in the feet. I must admit, I know for a number of weeks now, for a while, I keep saying, you know what, as poor as it looks for City, you never know. They can come back. And mathematically they can, but it for me, I kind of changed that after the Villa game. I was like, yeah, it's this year's just a write-off for you lot. But you never know. I know City have won the league with 100 points. They've, Pep's won several league titles, the 4-peat. But I don't think history will say this. But if somehow City may win the league, that would be isolated to the Premier League. I think generally that's Pep Guardiola's best title he's won at City. And regardless of if they do that or they continue what they're doing now, some serious surgery in the summer is required. Liverpool favourites, but they're due a blip. They've been good without much fault. That's true, and I don't doubt that. But Liverpool can have as many blips as they want. Other teams got to be able to take advantage of such, which no one looks like they're ready to do. Spurs are so ish, man. Injuries or not, they ain't going to get anything, even if they sack Poch. Man United losing is just expected now these days. There you have it. It's not really... I love it because I control my friends, but it doesn't change anything. Now, we're too used to them now. Robertson, Van Dijk. Goes back to Gomez. Gomez has a lot of time. Keeps it moving, finds Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent using his left peg now. Trent's acting. No, look at me. I'm Trent. I can pick great passes. And what a ball it is from Trent. Liverpool could be in here. Salah, that's our ball. Come on, Gakpo, man. Could have tried a bit more. Trent is just... Look at me. I'm getting paid thousands and I can pass a ball great. I'm getting jealous now. I got nothing to do with it, but like, it's not fair, is it? How can someone have ability like that to play that pass every time? That's poor. Kulusevski's kept it on, but there's not much he could do. McAllister, who's been a zero and a hero today. He's obviously scored. Personally, I think the goal that Liverpool conceded, McAllister's been moving a bit mad there. City top 4 at best. Pep is a GOAT, but had Messi, Iniesta managed Bayern now. City, so Alex is the GOAT. But Can't disagree. But I think City have been due this, and it's just a warning sign. No matter how great you are, like if you don't do things that you need to do, you're gonna stagnate. Diaz has done very well. He's found Trent. Where's the options for Trent? He's gonna surely have to play a basic pass, and he does. He keeps it moving and finds Salah. Salah tries to play a give and go. To be fair to you, Spence read that like a book. Basuma, is he gonna lose the ball? Killed Spence, I felt, with that pass. Spence done very well to find the young Archie Gray. He's giving it back to Spence. Basuma, great. Pardon me, Spence. We saw this against Man United, this kind of left-hand pocket build-up play from Spurs. On that occasion, I think they've played a bit too much. They have been given a foul, though. But it is looking, if I'm honest with you, from a Manchester City perspective, top 4, you have to try and win the FA Cup. At what point do you say, you know what? We're gonna be, obviously everyone's gonna give the Champions League their all, but at what point does City go, fuck it, it's a Champions League is the priority now, F it? Because as good as City are, or as bad as City have been this year, you finished 3rd, 4th, but you won the champs. Great stuff. Like, of course, there's reasons because there's prize money and all of that kind of stuff. But realistically, when you talk about the top 5 or the top 4, the serious teams this season, well, City are unserious, but they're still there. When you talk about City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea are thrown their way into that. United, you know you're not getting top 4. Mathematically, you can. If you don't win the league, it don't really matter if you finish 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever. Really and truly, it doesn't really matter. Of course, you want to finish as high as possible. Son Heung-min is falling to Solanke. Solanke, I don't know what he was doing there. He got stage fright, myth. I actually feel sorry for Solanke. I hope Van Dijk's all right. Did his toe get stepped on, or is this something more serious? I think it's his toe. Why does Onslaught always look like a hitman on the side of the pitch? Like, he never smiles. He just looks like he's ready to hurt someone. Dusty club like their cabinet. Even their manager is shaking his head. Big up yourself, man. Shout my mods. Big up Deluded. Smash the like button, people. Fab. Appreciate my mods. Ange is a top 5 manager at best, too tactically limited. I don't even know if he's limited, but I don't know. I can't say you're limited. Well, you've shown limitations, but I can't say you're limited because you've never tried. I just think you're tactically ignorant, if I'm honest with you. You have to be humble. You look at Jurgen Klopp, yeah, beyond the obvious. When he came to Liverpool, he was screaming his heavy metal, and they played like that. But it made them a lot more naive. If you can't play the same way from minute 0 to 90, sometimes you have to manage games. They improved, in my opinion, defensively and their game management before they signed the season. They signed Alisson and Van Dijk, and then they just went, obviously, you're going to go to a next level with them lot. So even he had to change it. Salah, Spence has done well. Is that going to be a corner? No, Fraser Forster keeps it in. People assume they would drop off post-Klopp, but I just see more of the same. Exactly. I still think there's bigger questions for Liverpool. I think they need to replenish the squad. I think they need to sort out contracts. On another day, like, obviously, it's going under the radar because Liverpool are flying, but let's be honest, like, nothing to do with the players or Onslaught, but a new manager's come in, taking over from Klopp. I'm sure there was many talking points when Klopp was there about, Liverpool need more depth. They needed this position, that position. No one's talking about it because Liverpool are running away with it, but you bought a half fit. They gave Slot in his first season for them a half fit Chiesa. So basically, they ain't signed no one. So they're going to have to at some point. Free kick to Spurs. Basuma's taking it and found Saul. Helps it on to Jaguzin. Their only ambition is to finish above us or stop winning anything there. So they are SO of a club, bro. Yeah, right. I won't say the words fair play, Tottenham. Spurs are dusty, man. Basuma's better than this guy and that guy. Power shift. I'll never forget that the power shift hype that the Sky Sports is and all of them were coming out with. It's been 52 minutes, people. We've been treated to 4 goals. McAllister, who got one of them, found Szoboszlai also got one of them. Robertson. It's like, I don't know how to make it make sense, people, but it does feel like the second half's been a bit flat, if that makes sense. Not just for Spurs, but Liverpool as well. It just feels like it's been a bit flat. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's determined to just get highlights today. The pass hasn't come off for Salah, but yeah. Basuma done very well there. James Maddison, where's Son? He's in acres of space. Maddison tries to help it on with the help of a flick. Can it find Son? Gomez has got there. I think Joe Gomez could have done better there. Gravenberch up against Maddison. Maddison's picked his pocket. Spence. Kulusevski. Oh, you know what? If Kulusevski could have got that pass off, Pedro Porro of all people could have been in. Instead, Liverpool on the counter-attack. Cody Gakpo has Diaz, plays it behind Diaz. That's poor. Diaz gives it back to him. Gakpo, come on. Oh, you know what? Gakpo tries square it. How Liverpool? Salah has eventually done it. Yes! Liverpool, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck Spurs, man. Hey, my FPL points. Sloppy from Spurs, sloppy from Liverpool, but they eventually were able to put it in the back of the net. It's Liverpool 4, Spurs 1. I'm here for this. What looked like it was going to be a promising Spurs move led to them being dispossessed. Liverpool on the counter-attack. Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz played a 1-2. It was actually a good ball from Gakpo, I feel, to square it. Not sure what Archie Gray was doing there. He's had 2 knocks of it, showing why he didn't make it as a defender. Salah's put the ball in the back of the net. Won't be in Salah's highlights reel, but they all count. Pardon me. Wouldn't even say it's been one of the most important goals Salah has scored, because it's definitely not, but further confirms that Liverpool are getting their 3 points today. Boy, let's go. And look at Jed Spence. Jed Spence like, I thought I was playing Man United. Woo! All the ops got packed today. This has been a great weekend. Come on, Salah, man. We want 7, Liverpool, man. We want 7. We genuinely want 7. Three-point lane for real, bro. Joe Gomez. Oh, he's done well against Son there. He's done his job. Won the ball back. Leaves it for Trent. And Trent will gallop for Trent. Hollywood now, man. Salah. Oh, Salah could be in here. To be fair, Spence read that very well. That's good defending by Spence. For 1, it's too late. Hey, you see what I did there? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm not a Liverpool fan. They're just playing the ops. I'd rather see them win. I tried to tell you that I don't care about, and some of the people in the chat agree with me. I love you lot. I don't care about all this. It's better for Arsenal. Salah has 14 goals this season. As much as we're getting on to Haaland, he's only 1 behind Salah. And speaking of that, Shabazz, composure, brother. Composure. All right, big man. Let's go. Come on, Shabazz, man. Salah, where was you? Why couldn't that be you? I'm being very harsh to you, Shabazz. Very harsh. Incredibly harsh. You've done well. And I can't lie, man. If there's any young Spurs centre-back on the bench, you're shit, you know. Or the manager don't rate you. They're playing a centre mid there. They've conceded 4. Obviously, there's reasons for him playing beyond you. But you're telling me if you're that Dorrington guy, you can't play centre-back today, where there's no one fit for Spurs, you need to leave in January. Brother, Eggval's coming on. And so is Brennan Johnson. Brother. 50 million on Brennan Johnson. Only made it because of his dad. The best way I describe Bergvall, you remind me of them soft Arsenal players in the early Emirates era. Hey, Maddison, I can't even agenda you. You done what you needed to do. Big up, DG, just popping in to say hi and drop a like. Love to see the Spuds getting spanked. Big up. Boy. Big Sam's ears are getting hot. Shabazz thought he was Ahmad. Oh, come on, Shabazz, man. Smoke these lot, please. Please. Hey, what? Maddison, is he crying? Oh, no, he's just looking stressed. About to say, why are you crying? Liverpool, I would call this a professional performance from Liverpool. This ain't one of the best performances this season. Spurs have played with fire, got burnt. Liverpool have managed the game well. I'm sure Arne Slot and the Liverpool players will slap themselves for the goals they conceded or give McAllister a slap. Son Heung-min has done well to find Kulusevski. Virgil van Dijk's conceded a corner. Could see Ange not lasting the season. I would love that. I'd love that. And then bring in a rugby manager. I want to see the demise of Spurs, man. I need them to be back in their one-day Ramos era. Dele Alli ain't got a club. At this point, Dele Alli could play for Spurs again. Ergval. Saf. Diaz. Oi, Diaz. Szoboszlai, man. You're a good player, but I can see why Liverpool fans must be frustrated with you. Do so. He didn't keep it. Diaz bringing out the Colombian skillers. Let's go. Can't stand Liverpool ever since Mane was throwing elbows against us. I told you about the judge. This team is cursed. Nah, they're not cursed. They're just shit, bro. There's a player on the pitch today. He drove past en route to the stadium. You should have been late. Nice G-Wagon, Mr. Basuma. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Salah, please. Oh, Spence, that's good defending. You know what, Spence? You've tried, innit? End of the day, you've conceded 4. Salah, forget everyone. Salah, this is why I don't like you, Salah, sometimes. Because when Arsenal were rubbish and you was playing against Rob Holding and Chambers, you did not spare us in situations like that. Finish these lot. Do you know the pardon my language, the fuckery I've seen Salah do to Arsenal Football Club when we had crap guys? You didn't give them no mercy. My word, we really rocked up against Liverpool with Chambers and Rob Holding centre-half pairing. Probably Bellerin somewhere there. We used to be on banter as a football club. Basuma. Boy, it's finished. So I want to ask a question. You lot that wanted Spurs to win. As Arsenal fans, how do you feel now? Are you not tired of watching the same movie? Diaz. Gakpo, come, cook, man. Cook, man. Okay. Szoboszlai, transport. Hey! Yes! Let's go. We want 7. We want 7. We want 7. Please. Please, Mohamed Salah. Is that hat trick? No, it can't be. What? That boy, I can't even keep up. Is that hat trick for Salah? It's surely a brace. I can't keep up, man. Either way, big up the FPL points. Salah, come, man. Come on, man. These lot are rubbish, man. Come on, man. Please. Come on, you. Nah, there's none of that. None of that. You lot are rubbish, man. This is just who we are, mate. We'll continue playing a high line. We're so brave. There's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Spurs fans, answer your phones. Pardon me. Dale, stop running. My friend Dale, stop running. I'm calling your phone. You sent Lolo when we last dropped points. Stop running. Stop running. I should show everyone the screenshot. Well, to be fair, my friend, he's a Spurs fan. He's been saying, when did you text that? He said on the 6th of October, Andrew's horrible. Fair play. Boys, come on, man. All right, bring on that young player, man. Inoni or whatever, Liverpool, man. Come on, bring on the young players. I don't know why Angie's confused. This happens to you all the time. So happy to see Spurs and Man United drop points or specifically lose, man. Ergval. Look, crumbled, shook. He's shit. Like I said, he reminds me of the Arsenal players when we were soft. I finish, man. I bring on Curtis Jones, someone that actually wants to rip plays. Ergval's scared. How are you scared at home? Yeah, you are acting like you're playing at Anfield. You're shook. You are a pussy. I love it. Ref, that's a red. Send him off. Ergval, you're rubbish, bro. You're rubbish. You are rubbish. You remember when some Spurs fans were saying, "Oh, Arsenal," they say Arsenal is one of the best defensive teams in the league. We've conceded the same amount of goals. See why stats don't mean nothing. You have to use your eyes and apply common sense. Let's activate. Appreciate you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. Woo! Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. I love this. I live for this. Liverpool, you owe me nothing. And I don't really care because I support Arsenal Football Club. I need 7. There's just under half an hour. That's 2 goals. Salah, you can't get a hat-trick. Darwin Núñez, you can't come off the bench and score. Trent, you don't want it. Hey, bang it, Trent. Hey, Trent. Hey, please. Hey, it's a great save by Fraser Forster. Trent, this is what I'm talking about. He's trying to score worldies. I'm here for this. Fuck these, man. You're wearing the Preds. You're a Liverpool fan. I know you grew up on Gerrard. Leng that. You got a 7-year-old in goal, mate. If this was Sunday League, all you have to say is hit the target. The keeper's shit. Shabozla is mad, but Arsenal fans will take most rival fans and media players. What do you think of Spurs DG shit? It is their history. Postecoglou watching just like the rest of us at home. But hey, these lot are not serious, man. Yes, please. Oh, Fraser Forster wants to be a goalie. Oh, Diaz, what's that? Fraser Forster's waiting to concede 5 to want to be a goalie. Diaz is doing mad things. The guy's trying to bicycle kick it. He's sly cracking. Why? What is this on Spurs' thing? They're doing some Squid Games thing. Daniel Levy, you're doing a fantastic job, man. Look how much money you spent. You have to blame Postecoglou. Egval has found Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, that's a good ball into Solanke. Solanke, no foul, ref. Go, They almost killed Alisson there, Liverpool, but you got to remember Alisson's Brazilian and he just showed it. Oh, Robertson. It's poor from Liverpool. It's a poor pass from Robertson. It's led to McAllister giving it away, and Kulusevski's here. Kulusevski. It's a corner kick. Hey, Liverpool, come on, man. What's that about? Come on, Virgil. I need a goal from you, please. FPL rules. Don't worry, DG will bring on Jota. Because when you lot were ripping us, bring on Mane and Firmino. Bring on Origi. Kulusevski, you deserve more than this. Maybe not because you decided to sign for Spurs, but you're in the wrong team. You're actually a baller, bro. Look who you're playing with. This Bergwijn guy, he's crap. He's absolutely crap. Looks like he should be. It's not even R&B. What would Justin Bieber music be? Like he looks like one of them kind of artists. You're soft, man. You can't play with him in the Premier League. Saying that, Justin Bieber just praised Arsenal for winning last weekend. Well, this weekend. Boy. Ange ball, yeah, man. This is what being brave gets you. I never want to be brave. Kulusevski, you're better than this, man. No, you're not. I'll be shameless. There must be a reason Juventus wanted to sell you. Oh, Salah, don't pass. Salah, please. Basuma's rubbish. To be fair, handball ref. Bergval's handballed that. He's got the ball. Bergval. Where does he play? You do everything, but you're rubbish. Pedro Porro. Kulusevski. You won't do it. I like Kula. It's falling to Solanke. Gomez. That's a good tackle, but someone needs to back it. Son Heung-min. I know if you was Arsenal captain in games like this, they would ask you not to crumble. What's going on? The only thing Spurs have done well today, and the only thing Liverpool have done poorly, is that Spurs have scored, Liverpool have conceded one. Why are none of the Spurs fans answering, man? What's going on, man? I thought we was friends. It's Christmas. I'm lonely. What's going on?
To the O2 messaging service. The person...
Spurs fans don't answer. Let me call a third one. They don't answer. Kulusevski always sent McAllister for a bagel, you know. He's had a good shot. To be fair with you, it's a good corner for Spurs. Look, he's not answering. Let me try a fourth one. Just to prove to you, 4 Spurs fans have been called and not one of them has answered the phone. Disappointed in you lot. Nah, man, let's troll these lot. Let's troll these lot, Bobby, man. I should be humble. Do you think I should be... Do you know why I'll always troll these lot at any given occasion? Because no one gives Arsenal a respite. Ooh, Son up against Trent.
Welcome to the EE voicemail.
Running. To be fair, I could sit here all day and call United, Chelsea, all of these fans. Oh, Jota's coming on. And the guy I wanted, Curtis Jones. Let's go. Cody Gakpo, you've been meaty today, man. You've had him... Look, see? That's a Chelsea fan. Cody Gakpo's been meaty today, man. Absolutely meaty. There's rubbish on the pitch. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. I saw you're killing FPL this year. Not anymore. I'm like 17th. What do you think of shit? Tottenham. Let's go, man. All right, D, you just dropped in to laugh at Spurs. I'm here for this. Do you know what? If you're an Arsenal fan and you want Spurs to win, I can't lie. You're with them today. You can't celebrate it. You can't celebrate it. You want Spurs to win, so you're supporting them. You can't be part of this. See how stupid you are? You lot try to support the pagans just for them to hold 5. Okay. Big up you lot. See what you lot do? Stupid. Stupid. Anyways, Liverpool, I know we got 7, man. No mercy. Come on. Come on. Robertson, come on. That's ours. It's Liverpool's. Boy, I don't know about holding 5 in North London to Liverpool when we've become a serious team. It's easy to do that against Holding and that. These men are getting finished. Absolutely finished, and I love it. Jota, come on. Do you want to score or not? Liverpool, I need 7. I genuinely need 7. Okay, Diaz, get there. Diaz, get there. Pirro squared. To be fair, Pedro Porro's done well to find 4 star. Come on, Liverpool, man. If you want it, there's 20 minutes left. There's defo 7 here. Just pretend you're 2 goals down in the champs. No, that's wild. Celebrating 5 minutes. I know better to expect anything from them. That pathetic lot down the road was underground. Yes, 5-1. We're running riot. We're not stopping till we get 7. We need 7. There's 20 minutes left. Pedro Porro, unfortunately for Spurs, are going forward. Trent, come on, man. What's that? Giving it straight back to Spurs. Standards, boys. I knew they wasn't going to win, but they're getting cooked. Barbecue Spurs out here in North London. Liverpool still have a game in hand. Yep. Bergval. Pedro Porro. Ah, come on, man. I need 7. I genuinely need 7. I need 7. Liverpool, you don't want it enough, man. What if the league comes down to goal difference? I'm capping. It's definitely not coming down to goal difference. Please, man. I need 7. Look, Porro's lost it. Diaz, Jota, on your bike. Good strength against Jagulzin. Okay, Jagulzin showing you levels. I'm not going to lie. He absolutely moved you. It's like a boy against a man. He's, okay, good strength. You lot thought you could do Football Manager and play a centre-half, centre-mid. I mean, the centre-mid, centre-half. But Prioro. Spurs fan TV going to be lit. Come on, Robertson, be sensible. Gravenberch. You've been poor today, Gravenberch. I'll be real, man. You've been so much better. Probably your first bad game this season. Robertson's done very well. Diaz, come on. We need 7. Look, man. Even Joe Gomez wants to run forward. I respect it, Gomez. He's making blistering runs from centre-back. I hear it, Gomez. Don't pass it. Do it. Come. Let's go. Gomez. Salah. Oh, I don't think that's a foul, if I'm honest. I don't think that's a foul. I really don't. Big up DJ. Just came in to laugh at the spuds. Amen, man. Keep it going. Keep it flowing. That's all right. We ain't Tottenham. I love it. Joe Gomez. Want to see the post-match record, mate? Man is going to double down on the second season. Always win. It's going to have to. Nando's FC. Can never talk serious about this team. They're effing crap, man. Seriously, Spurs are crap. Like, dog shit. Yeah, they huff and puff and that, and you're in the semi-finals. You know what? I want Spurs in the League Cup final. Hopefully they dump Liverpool out. Because I think that'll be the easiest cup final we've ever played. Is Jed Spence. Come on, man. Some of you Arsenal fans are crying for him. Okay. Trent Alexander-Arnold doing meaty things as well. To be fair, Spence has been all right today. Son's been rubbish. Kulusevski's huffed and puffed. I actually feel sorry for you, Solanke. I'll be real. That's a ball for Kulusevski. That's an idiot goal for Liverpool to concede. But that's effing amazing from Spurs. I'm a hater, but I'm fair. That's a great goal. Great team move goal. Kulusevski, what are you doing here? Get on your phone to your agent in the summer and cut. Solanke, you deserve that. You've chased a lot of low scores today. From a Liverpool perspective, stupid. Van Dijk, Curtis Jones, Trent Alexander-Arnold, many a player. Silly. Everyone's second best. When guys concede goals like that, it's just hella complacency. You know the game's won, so you're not keeping the standards. Now, Spurs are going to have to do a lot to obviously change this scoreline. But that's just goals like that are only conceded when there's complacency. Liverpool players are hella complacent. They know it's won. It's a great goal from Spurs. It's just a good thing. It means little to nothing. What people stat padding. Great stuff. At least we've been treated to 7 goals. Come on, Liverpool, man. I want 7 now. You have to make it 7-2. That was a terrible goal to concede, man. Like, an absolutely terrible goal to concede. Second best all over the park. Onslaught can't be happy with the 2 goals they conceded. He'll be happy with the 3 points. He'll be happy with the 5 they did score. But the goals Liverpool have conceded today, stupid. Where was this Liverpool at the Embers? Jagozin. You know what? As mad as it is, I think the defense of Spurs has to hold question marks. But it's like they've conceded 5 goals. Has the back 4 been the worst point of Spurs' team? Because Sarr didn't do nothing. Kulusevski scored and looked okay in patches, but he ain't really done nothing today. Maddison has, scored, but he ain't brought nothing to the table. Sarr's been a madman. 7 goals. Would have him. Is he an Arsenal fan? Allegedly, Kulusevski is. Even getting second thoughts on Nico Williams because the Spuds are looking at him. I hear it. Jed Spence down this left-hand side. It's a good tackle, to be fair, from Szoboszlai. Throwing for Spurs. Kulusevski do Sol Campbell. Atalanta alumni. You're shameless. Now you're getting Liverpool in the final. Then they're getting splashed. Did you think Ange gets the sack tonight? Not tonight. I think, do you know what? I think there's a good chance. I think Postecoglou is more likely to walk away than get sacked at Spurs. Now, obviously, I say that with respecting what could happen in terms of foreign manager results. Son Heung-min takes the throw in quickly. Bergerath. There's 15, or if you want to be a stickler, 16 minutes left. Gray, Pioro, Kulusevski, Basuma, Gray. Just if you're Spurs, obviously you'd love to turn the game around, but probably need to get a 3rd, maybe a 4th, just make the scoreline look a bit respectable. Jaguzin, Ergval, you're making the run for no reason because your players are shit. Anyways, it's a throw-in for it's a goal kick. Apologies for Alisson. Boy, for one, I mean, you know what? Son is probably one of the coolest ones that plays for Spurs, but I'm enjoying the demise. Joe Gomez, he's quietly been effective today, if I'm honest. You know what, Jed Spence? You've been part of the Kalassin, but you've been all right. Solanke, apart from that pass, I don't think Solanke's been dead today. I feel sorry for Solanke. I've said it from probably the 20th minute. Oi, Salah. Oi, Diaz. Oi, Foster's come off his line. Yes, man. I chipped that. Brazil. Colombia. Dead. It's none of that. It's none of that. Don't put your hands on your head. How can you be confused? It was shit stuff that you're doing. Look at this high line. Come on, Liverpool, man. I need 7. I need it. Foster off his line. No, man's like, come on, Diaz, man. Joke, man. Come on, man. Savage these lot. I don't even rate Son like other people do. I don't get the hype. I think Son of today, his best days are probably behind him, but Son was good in the Prem, man. Son was quality. Nico Williams ain't as good as people think he is. He generally plays on some low IQ. I believe that. I'm with that. Nico Williams, watch this. He's only going one place. Son is cooked. Why are they showing Spurs fans? Spurs fans not waving. Spurs love it. They're not walking out. They won the league in September, man. Record timing. An eventful North London derby. And in fact, do you know what? Spurs are up for it against us. Us and United, they seem to pattern up. And City. We just need to do what we need to do. I'm not being funny. Arsenal, if you don't win, just like last year, if you don't get 6 points in a North London derby, it's a joke thing. This is not. There's harder games. Forget the traditional top 6. There's tougher games. Brighton away is scarier. Brentford away is scarier. Villa at home, let alone away, is scarier. Newcastle at home, let alone away, is scarier. This is not serious. To be fair, Kulusevski's done very well to ride the challenge. He's got a lot to do. Jota, surely he's been fouled. He has been fouled. Free kick to Spurs. Evening, DG. I've actually got so much time for Kulusevski, as much as that feels weird for me to say. He plays like he doesn't know. He plays for Spurs. Could see his drive well before his goal. Anyways, what a lovely Sunday watching these wet bags getting had. I didn't rate Son when he was good. You're harsh, man. I thought Son was a good player, man. I can't lie. Like, Son's been a good serviceman to the Premier League. I do think at times he's been a purple patch player. I do think his life to Spurs was a bit more tougher than people make out, but Spurs have signed many a shit player. Son been a good player. Wasted your prime years. Should have followed Harry Kane. Get the hell up out of there. Kulusevski, let that be a lesson. Because it's only going to get worse. There's austerity measures at Spurs. Like someone said, Beyonce concert. All this nonsense and malarkey. Robertson. Gravenberch. I stay on side Diaz. Jota's found Diaz. Diaz, pass it, man. Thank you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jota, come on, bro. Ref! That's a yellow. Got a book, Birds, Val. Well done, ref. Well in, ref. Thank you, ref. Great stuff, ref. So good. So good, man. And to be fair, Bergerac had to give that far away, man. Like, Liverpool were gone. Yellow card for mine, man. Liverpool, you lot don't want 7, man. All right, forget 7. Can we get 6? 6 sounds a lot better than 5. Curtis Jones, you don't want to score. Joe Gomez, when Konate comes back, Joe Gomez, that's a ball if it makes it to Jones. It didn't, but I appreciate it. Jota, relax. Trent, I need one of those passes, mate. That's a ball. Come on. Man, this guy. Stop getting involved. Hey, Darwin Núñez, come. Shabazz, like, you do all the good things. You're just so frustrating. Come on. It's a great pass. If I can get a goal from open play from Liverpool and a dodgy penalty awarded to Liverpool, I'm great, man. Everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Son was good, but I never liked the guy. Plays nice guy. Son was dirty, man. Son was just a diver. How many years North London derby was a given? Son's going to get a penalty or Spurs going to get a penalty because he's a dive ref. Come on. Hey, Diaz is so frustrating, man. Liverpool should get 7 today only because they'll stop trying at 7, though. Would you rather have Spurs top of the league or bring your ex back? It's Fraser forced me to say top of... Fuck it, Spurs might have to be top of the league, you know? Like, oh, Lord. They might have to be top of the league. They might have to be top of the league. Oh, that's a good question. Spurs might have to be top of the league, man. For that one, Spurs might have to be top of the league. You know what? I take one for the team, man. Bring my ex back and live an unhappy life. Please, God, no. Never in a million years. That's the I'll take one for the team for my greater Arsenal fans, but like I do want to pick Spurs. Spurs in that occasion would have to be top of the league. For that, Spurs would have to be top of the league. But let me not be selfish. There's Arsenal fans out there. I'll take one for the team. But gosh, horrible. Liverpool are relentless. They want blood. I'm not gonna lie, they don't want blood today, man. They're acting. Spurs being top don't mean they win. True. Spurs can be top of the league. No way they'll finish there. Hey, you know what? You lot are smart with that. I didn't think of it like that. Hey, big up Spurs, man. The game's done, but you're bringing on Werner. Oi, boy. Son coming off. Boy. Salah, 15 goals, 10 assists. Haha, this league's too easy for him. Insane pace. Needs to leave, man. Not bad for a one-season wonder. Can't wait to watch my favorite content creators do rag diaries and all these things. Basuma, Jaguzin. To be fair, Jaguzin, you've been part of the Kalassin, but you ain't been at fault. Gray. Spence has been one of the better players, but he's been part of the Kalassin. Hey, Timo Werner on the left-hand side. This is funny. As much as I get on to Martinelli, Trossard, Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, I appreciate you lot because it definitely could be better. It could be a lot worse. Brennan Johnson, he's done well. Solanke, that's a good... Liverpool are a bit booky defensively, isn't it? Solanke deserves his goal, I'll be real. As I've said, and I think he's lost one of his veneers. It's 5-3. Solanke deserves his goal. He's been one of the better players. Solanke deserves his goal. He's grafted today. Not going to lie. Liverpool today, defensively, you lot are just very fortunate that Spurs are shit because Onslaught, and even the Liverpool players, you can't be happy. What is that? Gomez is nowhere to be seen. Van Dijk is not even taking control of the situation. Curtis Jones is bugging out. Robertson's on the vibes. Can't really get on to Maddison, but you're part of the shitness. 3 dumb goals, and Liverpool have to, you know, whether Liverpool have been good or Spurs have been bad. Very rarely when you concede 3 goals do you win a Premier League game. Fortunately for Liverpool, they're playing Spurs, which defy logic, but very rarely do you concede 3. You might be able to get something, whether that's a win or a draw, when you concede 1, maybe 2, rarely ever 3. They need to take that on board. Luis Diaz. Bro, you lot are making Fraser Forster look good. What's going on, Liverpool? Yeah, you lot are in cahoots, man. You lot are letting Fraser Forster get some good saves on. Salah, you're not going to get a hat-trick. Trent, that's a ball. You're serious. Jota, come off, man. Joke, man. There's so much, too much joke, man. Johnson, a sissy, boss case. Oh, is Salah the best Premier League player today? Not for me. Not for me. This Solanke brother, always there to get a goal. Shinzele was right. Who's that? Shizela, who's that? Solanke leaving with something. Yeah, bro, Solanke, Kulisevsky, and someone else, they can sit there and say, boy, I don't know what you, man, were doing, but did my thing. I scored against Van Dijk and that. Liverpool actually been in the shower since the 60th minute. It gets interesting if Spurs find another one. I'd be fuming. Can never rely on Spurs to do you a favour. Should never rely on Spurs to do you a favour. Neither of them answers with last past Christmas, Tommy. Yeah, Charles, breaking up with a girl before Christmas is probably the best decision. How much money you must save? So do we think Liverpool are more likely to make it 6-3 or Spurs are more likely to make it 5-4? Dragoozin, Darwin Nunes, Slot, I'm not going to lie. Now you want to bring on Darwin Nunes because you see you have to fix up Van Dijk. Salah asks for it. Van Dijk plays it to Diaz. Salah wanted it 20 years ago. Instead, he's still on the right-hand side and he's delayed his run slightly. Jota, you're just going to lose the ball, man. Shabozla, you need to come off, man. You're annoying. Salah's giving it back to Diaz. Yes! Goal! Brazil! No, you're not Brazilian. You're Colombian. Colombia. Is that a hat-trick for Diaz? I can't lie, man. There's too many goals. We watched too many goals going. Nobody can keep up with this. So he definitely, you must have a hat-trick. Between you and Salah, someone's got a hat-trick now. Conceding 6 goals at home, that's tough. Letting Spurs score at this stadium is tough. You sure you want to bring on Darwin Nunes now, Slot? Sure, I'm not happy. You played a key role in that goal, but I'm not happy, man. Joke, man. So did Shabazz. Like, Salah, take control of the situations. Oh, another Salah assist. Get my FPL points. Boys, 7. Please. 7. Please. Seriously. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. Spurs concede and score a lot of goals. But we've seen 9 goals today, people. We've actually seen 9 goals. We've seen 9. 9. Shocking defending. Bro, there's been 9 goals. 9 goals. 9. 7 goals this season for Diaz. I know someone's got him in the FPL. 9 goals. Hey, Slot, come on. Slot, why are you taking off Salah? You're acting. It's cool though, but you're acting. Okay, Diaz has a brace. Salah has a brace. Szoboszlai and McAllister with a goal piece. You're acting, Slot, man. That could have been a quick hat trick for Salah. You could have easily brought on that annoying young player as well in a game like this, giving some minutes. Rest Saka, this work's already done. Andrew's Slot delivering presence to the neutrals. He's rested him. 100%. I'm just thinking about my FPL team. Premier League is done. What is this defending? It's Spurs defending. Spurs trying their best to mess up the goal differential. This ain't good enough. I'm here for this. Hey, Brennan Johnson, big save by Maddison. It could have been 6-4. Jed Spence, you won't do it. You won't do the DG thing from left back. You won't shoot. Werner, Spence, and it's working. This is madness. Werner's actually played a pass. Werner's actually delivered a good cross. I'm not believing what I'm seeing. Christmas really has come early. Boy, well, at least Spurs are keeping Paul's GD down a bit. Not completely useless. Who's ahead of Salah on the all-time Premier list? Salah is having some crazy longevity. Listen, Salah's a baller. He definitely is a Prem goal. Thierry Henry's ahead of him. For me. Cristiano Ronaldo's ahead of him. For me. Who else is there? Good debate. He's up there. He's definitely on my top 5. But there's a couple. Oh. Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand. So that way. Definitely in this kind of period, he's definitely Kevin De Bruyne, potentially. Salah's up there, 1,000,000%. People didn't want to rate Salah, man. I don't know why Salah doesn't get his flowers. Because he's not pleasing on the eye. Rooney's there. Is Salah better than Hazard? As a footballer, no, for me. Give them both for football. But the bodies of work, I don't think, like someone said, like longevity is a factor. Like Salah's given that. The body of work Salah is given to Liverpool. Can't discredit him. Joe Gomez, Jota, hey, first time. Darwin Núñez. I ain't got no hopes for you because you might score a worldie or do something mad. You don't even know what you're trying to do. Darwin Núñez, he's earned the corner, has he? Ref, you're shameless. Are you playing on, ref? The ball went out. People don't want to give Salah his flowers. All I would say is Salah's not doing well for a one-goal wonder. For me, I'm screaming Jamie Vardy, just what he did at Leicester. I would have Mahrez, but I understand the bodies of work. Hazard versus Salah. I'd have Salah higher. I think Hazard's the better player, but Salah's body of work, like, and the longevity thing. Throw them both for football. I'd rather watch Hazard 100%. Like, Salah has a case to probably be the best Liverpool player I've seen in my 29 years. Of course, there's Gerrard, there's serious players, but probably it. Like, Salah's been great. Harvey Elliott. It's a good question. Rooney as well. I thought Salah would have dropped off like Kevin De Bruyne by now, but he keeps going over Gerrard. I don't know about over Gerrard because, many people will be lazy and say, well, you talk about Gerrard as a goal. He never won the Premier League, which, okay, cool. But then if you want to be silly and talk about trophies, you could argue Henderson was a better captain than Gerrard, which we all know is nonsense. Gerrard's up there. I'm a bit nostalgic because Gerrard, innit? But I think if I remove my nostalgia, as a neutral, it's got F all to do with Liverpool. I know Gerrard was Mr. Liverpool and that's it. 5 minutes of added on time and he was all of that. But I can't find a case to not say Salah, if that makes sense. Like, it's the consistency, man. And for me, of course, Salah is not the most eye-catching player, but people move like he's dead. People move like he's dead. He's therefore one of the best players I've watched in the Prem. Where we do attackers, because again, I do think when we talk about this stuff, we are a bit disingenuous to defenders. We don't give defenders their flowers. Or throw them into this. He's been a quality player. How much did he cost them? Like 30 million? Probably old Fiorentina as a goodwill gesture, a bit more quid. Curtis Jones was fouled. Ain't foul on a yellow already. He's made a tactical foul. Fernando Torres and Suarez. Fernando Torres, when I look past the nostalgia, I don't think he's talking to Suarez or Salah and them lot. Today, I know Liverpool have won the title. Yeah, Liverpool fans will always choose Gerrard. He transcends Liverpool. Like, he lives. Like, a lot of fans probably watch Gerrard, and especially those that obviously support Liverpool, and they're living their dreams of being a professional footballer through him. Obviously, Gerrard's got a great legacy. The man's won Champions League. But if you're talking Prem and his body of work, obviously Gerrard was crazy, but like, forget winning the Prem. Does it stack up to Salah? We'll be here all day finding all them statistics about Salah or statistics that back up that argument. I don't know. And that's it. He's Mr. Gerrard. You don't agree? I think Liverpool won the league anyways. I don't think they've won the league because they beat Spurs. You don't get brownie points for doing this. I just think they're the best of everyone right now. Salah only has one EPL. Yeah, but what does that mean, man? What does that really mean? Because this ain't boxing where a man can win heavyweight titles over himself. By himself. It's a team game. Like, there's bare players I rate in the Prem, but that played for rugby sides. Like, you can't win it by yourself. And when you look at the numbers Salah has put up, 9 times out of 10, he's done his job this season, them seasons. Like, he's done what a Premier League winning inside forward winger, whatever you want to call it, it's done. Whether Liverpool have fallen off or there's been injuries or whatever, like, it's not just down to him. Hooks rates Havertz over Jesus. In my opinion, Jesus is better. Jesus is better if you give him a ball, but I can't sit here and say for the best part of a year prior to this week, Havertz hasn't been a better option up there. Goalkeeping was different, defending was different. DG, what if we win the League Cup and FA Cup? Listen, as an Arsenal fan, bring me the League Cup and FA Cup. Either one will bring me the double. I can't say I won't be happy, but what I would say is it's not the Prem or the champs. Gerrard has one EPL. What's the point? He shouldn't. I mean, I guess something that's going to live with Gerrard for life in that you had it in your hands and you slipped and we all saw the Demba Bar thing. And obviously trophies do play a part in legacy. Saliba's come out and said that. But if we're just going to judge players on what they've won in comparison to what they're not, we could all be stupid and find defenders or agendas that doesn't take, yeah, you know, I hear it, Gerrard ain't won it, but that doesn't take away what he did for Liverpool in this country now. And it doesn't make him any less of a footballer. Purely if judging a man for what he's done with a football. Can't blame Salah. They lost leagues to Pep with over 90 points. You see what I'm saying? It's Shegs. Like, what can you do? They're probably going to have, well, he is going to have to. Oh, Shabazz is a good player, but you frustrate the life out of me. Smash the like if you want a 10th goal, people. You're asking a lot. Leeds talking about Arsenal with this stuff. I hear it, man. Big up you. Are you entertained? Yeah, no. Diaz got man of the match. Salah must be the player to ever exist. Must be the player to ever exist in Liverpool history. Not sure. Whichever way you go, Salah is an all-time goal. 100% he's a goal. He's part of this. Gerrard doesn't have an EPL, neither does Ozil or Xabi Alonso, which, again, like, it don't take... And obviously, you're not saying that. It don't mean you're any less of a footballer. Kane has 0, doesn't mean he isn't a good striker. Exactly. Because if you want to be dumb, how long Scott Carson, whether he's played or not, how long Scott Carson been at City? How long realistically has he been at City? He's probably got the most illustrious goalkeeping CV of recent them pair keepers. Now, we all know he's not levels. That's the end of this game, people. It feels surreal that we've seen 9 goals. Liverpool have deserved that. I would say Liverpool on another day, they wouldn't be happy with the 3 goals individually and collectively they conceded. 9 times out of 10, you can see 3 goals in the Premier League. You do not get 3 points. Fortunately for them, they played Spurs. They have been better than Spurs. They are better than Spurs. The only positive from Spurs is the goals they've scored. Other than that, defensively naive, tactically naive, and all the things you typically say, people. So it is what it is, man. It's been a good weekend. Seen United lose or heard United lose. Spurs have lost. Chelsea have dropped points. Arsenal have taken all their points. And I've got to watch football with you lot, man. How many games have we watched this weekend? We've watched Aston Villa City. Obviously, Crystal Palace, Arsenal 3 because we've watched what we've watched today. Boxing Day, we're going to watch hella games and in the festive period and what's left for the year, people. So, yeah, man. With that being said, I don't want to waste any more of you lot Sunday. Make sure your notification bells are on. As usual, appreciative to you lot tuned in. Peace.
There's always just that active and that defending. I think it's like